Hello, welcome to Two Devs on the Sofa. My name is Charlie.
And I'm Mike.
And this is National Coding Week this week. It isn't right now, but it is in the future. So
when you're watching this, it'll be National Coding Week.
So happy National Coding Week.
If you don't know what National Coding Week is, it's a nationwide initiative where tech companies and all sorts of people that are into coding kind of get involved to try and get people that aren't already into code involved, show them what programming is, show them what coding's like, and just generally kind of build up a bit of a buzz and a bit of a hype around coding, so that, you know, remove some of the stigma around it. I think there's still quite a lot of people that kind of think it's, you know, a bit of a geeky thing that's done in basements, and it's not like that at all anymore.
No, I mean, I moved upstairs now. I don't do it in the basement anymore.
You're on the top floor, so
yeah. But no, there is definitely some serious. But yeah, there's loads of events going on. There's a website, nationalcodingweek.co.uk. Stab in the dark. That'll probably be it.
Yeah, I don't actually know what it is. Just put it in Google, right?
Yeah, who doesn't Google it?
Yeah, but yeah, like Charlie says, there's loads of events going on, loads of tech companies involved, lots of talks and stuff all over the country, so I'm sure there'll be something near you. Yeah, so definitely get involved.
Nice, that leads on to, well, what's exciting next? Bath Digital Festival.
Yeah.
Something that we're quite close to our hearts. We're sponsoring Bath Digital Festival this year.
Yeah, so we've been involved for a couple of years now. So obviously Maiden Academy is based in Bath. And we kind of do, so Bath kind of do something very similar to National Coding Week. It's not until mid-October it is, but basically it's exactly the same premise. It's designed to get people in the Bath and sort of wider area involved in coding and in digital and in tech and that kind of thing. So all the tech companies in the area get together and we put on events and talks and workshops and all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's really good. I remember going to a few of the talks last year. It's kind of, what's really good about it is it's not too centralised as well. So there's stuff going on around the city. So it's like different places will host different events. And you'll have people coming in and give talks on different topics. There's always something for every person that wants to get involved, which is cool.
There's always quite a good buzz around as well, and it's like there's lots of new people, and there's often like lots of talks, and it creates quite a good buzz around the city.
Lots of pizza and beer as well.
That is true.
This is the most important thing, is that there's lots of pizza.
It's the only reason I attend.
This is kind of going to be a bit of a theme of today's podcast, pizza and beer. But we'll come back to that later on.
It's going to be a lot. Yeah.
But you're giving a talk, aren't you? Or
I'm doing two. Yeah, so I'm doing two. I'm doing an introduction to programming, and then I'm also doing a working with developers workshop, which is it's targeted at people that work in tech or in tech-related companies, but actually aren't developers themselves. So kind of like project managers or MDs, or people that employ or work closely with developers on how they can improve their working primarily on their vocabulary around techie terms and what they mean.
So this isn't because like we're a sensitive bunch and it's like you have to like slide a sandwich across the table when you ask us to do anything.
I mean, I would do more coding if you gave me a sandwich.
No, so it's more about, like we say, the terminology, being able to have a discussion, a technical discussion with a developer.
Yeah.
And when he goes and just kind of gives you this stuff in a meeting, you know what he's actually telling you, rather than to ask him.
And we kind of break down sort of some of the limitations and things around coding, like how many. I'm sure if you're a project manager, you will have heard so many times like, oh no, that's not possible, we can't do that. Well, why not? Like, as a developer, anything is possible theoretically. So, why do you get told that you can't do it?
There's definitely a certain type of developer that's like a red rag to a bull. A lot of project managers will learn that. I know I've worked with some that they kind of use that as a way to challenge the developers to come up with something really cool. They go, well, there's no way that can happen. And then the developers go away and go, aha, shiny thing, here it is.
Yeah. So it's all about that kind of thing and how you can kind of get I don't want to say get the most out of your developers, but how you can make it easier to work with them.
How to flog the horse? No, it's not really. No, it's not really. But yeah.
No, definitely not. But anyway, so that's coming up soon. So we're really excited about that. And as Charlie says, we're sponsors for that. So we'll be in and around all the events in Bath. So if you're in the area, definitely pop in and
come say hi.
Yeah, we're always open for that.
Awesome. So we've got what have we been up to? So this is in the future. It's the Coding Week, but when we're filming it in the past, we're actually going through that week at the moment. And what have we been doing? We've spent Monday and Tuesday at some studio schools.
Yeah, so we'll get on to what our students were doing, because obviously they weren't doing nothing later on.
Just took a couple of days off.
Just bless them. So myself and Charlie kept ourselves busy by going and visiting some local, well, not just local, actually just some studio schools around the country, actually.
Yeah. Really exciting. So we went up to London and we visited some Bristol as well. So studio schools are kind of there's a new wave of a kind of school that kind of focused on technology and want to really integrate that into the learning experience and kind of try and prepare students for a working environment by setting up their school in that way, which is this amazing movement. We've been to some really cool places. Like the facilities alone are brilliant. They've got
I wish I'd gone to school like that.
these amazing like networking hubs with like rooms full of computers.
And then dual screens. Who gets dual screens at a school? Like, that's insane.
So yeah, that's been really cool. And it's great because we've been talking to kids. We've been trying to kind of introduce a few of them. It's really interesting when you go around to these schools. You very quickly highlight the ones that have done some coding in their own time and who are very interested in what you're doing. And you get the usual. You get a few kids that are like, meh, well, not for me. But it's giving them the opportunity to find it out for themselves, and rather than just closing doors at such a young age, you can't be closing doors on yourself like that.
Yeah.
So finding out whether you like coding or not, it's been really cool. We've met some really intelligent kids that have
some of them just blew me away.
Surpassed what we were thinking.
Yeah. And then it's about helping them out with, once we've left and we've finished our training session with them, and where they can get more resources and where they can get more learning from, and how they can continue to improve their skills. Ultimately that's what we're about here at Maiden Academy, just helping everybody improving their skills. So we'd like to hand out all the resources and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is great.
Yeah, and I think it was appreciated as well, which is really cool. So we love doing those afternoons because they're always good fun. But yeah, so what the students been up to? So we said that they've been they were kind of otherwise engaged for the first 2 days of the week, but we're doing the Certified Scrum Master course. So they had a course based on Agile, learning about the working methodology, how to work in a company that has that as the kind of the flag. What would be the term?
Like the workflow.
Yeah, the workflow for the company.
Yeah. Just quick plug for Agilify. Paul Goddard does the training for us. He's one
great
of the. Beard. He does have a great beard. He does.
Yeah.
I'm a bit envious.
He's a beard.
And he grew it so quickly. Like
it came out of nowhere.
It did.
It's like
we've known him for years, and he never had a beard, and then suddenly. He comes in one day and it's better than mine. If you want agile training, it's something that we can provide. But as I say, Paul does the training for us. So definitely go and check out the Agilify website and Paul, because he's one of the best agile coaches in the country.
That's something I remember.
Absolutely fantastic.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's something I remember from my time when I went through the academy myself. It was his training was brilliant, and it really prepared you not only for the exam, because it's kind of a formality of the exam, because once the training is the important part of it. Absolutely. But it really does. It gives you a lot of case studies you can go back to later on in work life, where you can think, what do we do in the training, and a lot of examples that you can use. So yeah, really, really great. So following on from Scrum and Agile. Just a quick plug, Mike and I are currently putting together in the early stages of a talk that we're going to be giving at Bath University. They're doing an entrepreneurship.
Yeah, they're doing a business and tech conference on the 11th of November at Bath University.
That's the one, yep. So
we're doing a talk.
Yep, so we'll be there. So if you're around, come on down. We're giving a talk about coding and how it relates to Scrum. The students onto some more technical stuff as well over the last couple of days. So they've been working through the command line.
Yeah, Wednesday spent most of the day doing command line stuff.
Nice. And then we've had a hell of a day on Git.
Yeah, today has been pretty tough. So today's actually Thursday, the week before you're watching this, and we spent the whole day doing Git and GitHub and setting up access and doing a little bit of stuff on command line, like setting up their path and auto completion and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's
just a lot to remember, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a bit of an intense day.
It's stuff that we try and tell them. It's like stuff that you need to know that exists and need to know how to find out how to do it when you come around to it. It's great to have the information about how to do it the first time around, but knowing that it exists and then Googling it is perfectly acceptable for your first 6 months in the job until you're used to just doing it all the time.
Yeah. But that's part of the reason that we do so many projects throughout the academy course. We do six complete project builds within 16 weeks, and every single one of those they're using Git for, and then they're also using Git for every single little exercise and stuff within the classroom environment. So they just literally are using Git all day, every day, which is true to life as a developer.
Oh, it comes second nature, doesn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, we can tell that we've had a hard day. Normally they hang around maybe for like an hour or so after just doing a bit of like
501
personal coding, but yeah, they were out the door. They were literally so see you tomorrow, guys, and they're all just dead left. They're gone. Yeah. So we've got our Git cheat sheet. Cheat sheet.
Yeah.
But definition of done as well.
Yeah.
So this is something that's come out this week. So this isn't actually something that we had prepared. This is something that they put together themselves. This is the criteria that they have selected for when they think a piece of code or a piece of work is done. So that's really cool to see, and it's individual content that comes different every single cohort, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
really good.
It's nice to see what they put their value on as well.
Absolutely.
But good, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's probably it for this week. But just a quick sort of shout out or to keep your eye out. We're going to start something. We're calling it Maiden Academy Extras. And we're gonna see how it goes, but we're going to try and do like 90-second videos, much shorter than this kind of thing, but we're going to try and do 90-second videos explaining technical concepts.
Yeah.
So we haven't actually come up with anything that we're going to talk about yet, but we will do shortly. But I'm really looking forward to this actually, because trying to explain some of the more advanced things from a technical perspective in 90 seconds is going to be a bit of a challenge, but really good practice from a teaching perspective, and hopefully really helpful for people that are trying to learn sort of complex things.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a really quick 90-second video to this is how this works.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the fact that it's going to become competitive, and it's who can explain the most complicated idea in 90 seconds and the most technical things.
I completely agree. That's mainly what I'm looking
I mean, if
forward
you
to.
could do OOP in 90 seconds, I'd be really impressed.
Well, I did think I might have to go doing Git in 90 seconds. I did Git in 7.5 hours today.
Oh man!
So I'm going to get that into 90 seconds. See how that goes.
I mean, intense 90 seconds. Maybe start simple.
But if there's something that you guys want us particularly to talk about, we'll take requests and we will do our best.
Cool. Yeah. So I think that's probably enough from us today. It's getting up to 15 minutes, so they've probably got other things to do.
They probably have. Yeah. I mean, I don't, but
I'm just going to sit until next Thursday.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Bye bye.